what topic would help? Whether that be morning habits or if you're stuck in some kind of a rut, how to get out of a rut. And everybody was like, I need to know how to get out of a rut. And I think it's not uncommon, especially right now with the climate of things, to feel like you're in some kind of a rut. So I want to talk about how to get out, just 5 really easy ways, little shifts that you can make that'll help you get out of a rut if you're feeling like you're in that loop, if you're stuck. And really what that comes from is our brains are meant to keep us in pleasure and out of pain, right? So if our brain is like, you know what, I'm good, I'm loving having Oreos every night after dinner, or sitting in front of the couch instead of, sleeping in instead of getting up to work out, those kinds of things, that's just how our brain is. Our brain's like, yeah, like let's stay in the pleasure zone. So in order to actually get out of the rut, we have to get out of denial. I am the queen of excuses, and that's kind of the biggest thing that I had to change first. Was I had to get out of the denial of making excuses, and actually make a decision that, okay, yes, there is a pandemic on. Yes, life is harder. Yes, my kids have been home forever and a day. It's easier to not have routine in summer, all these things that I could tell myself, right? But when I said to myself, okay, you know what? I have to take some personal responsibility for being in this rut, making decisions and getting out of the rut, then it was like that switch, that mindset switch. So that's the first one, is get out of denial. The second one is to turn shoulds into musts. And again, just like excuses, I am the queen of I should, right? I should do this, or I should go out for a walk, or, I really should do the laundry even. We have to stop those really verbal inactions, those things that are telling us, you know what, I could, but I won't. So instead of every time you feel yourself saying should, and you're shoulding all over yourself, I love that, then you need to switch it to must. Okay, flip it. So that's the second one. The third one is to create healthy habits. A lot of the time when we're stuck in some kind of a rut, it's because we're just short on energy, right? We're like, we know what we should and shouldn't be doing. We know that we need to, whatever, the thing that we need to be doing, we know we should be doing that, but we just don't have the energy to do it. So really small improvements, creating healthy habits, like, any kind of small improvement with your food, maybe trying to get more water or more vegetables in, committing to some kind of exercise that you actually enjoy, getting outside, being more grateful. Those little small steps will go so far in creating energy, and you can work up to more over time, but you're going to find those are huge catalysts to getting out of a rut. So that was create healthy habits. So that's number 3. Number 4 is to take on a challenge. I don't know about you, but when I feel like I'm in a rut, my brain is just like, whatever, like it's kind of in, I would say almost like it's coasting, or it's in, I can't think of the word, but when you're driving down the highway and you're not really paying attention and your brain's just like, yeah, cool, like just let's stay here. But if you take on a challenge, something new outside of your comfort zone, it actually causes your brain to create new pathways. It challenges you. That's why like starting a new workout program or committing to something, some people do like coach to 5Ks and those sorts of things. Doing something out of your comfort zone is going to cause your brain to kind of get out of that coast mode and be like, okay, like what are we learning? And don't stop until you've learned something new. That will help you get out of the rut. And then the last one is get support, okay? When we are in a rut, it isn't easy to get out of, okay? I'm not going to pretend that you're going to do these things and they're just going to all come easy to you. Like it is harder to get out of a rut. And it's really hard to hold ourselves accountable. That was my biggest thing. Like I'd have that Sunday chat with myself and I'd be like, Monday, like I'm going to start something new. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to do this. But then Monday would come and I would be like, nobody's really counting on me but myself. And although our family and our friends are amazing supporters, they're not necessarily going to give us the push that we actually need to get past that lack of accountability. So having someone like a coach actually give you a little bit of push, give you a little bit of accountability outside of yourself can be so powerful to getting out of a rut. So those were my 5 tips. Just to recap, it was 1, get out of denial. 2, turn your shoulds into musts. 3, create healthy habits and start small there. 4, take on a challenge. And number 5, get support. I hope those were helpful and I hope everybody has the best weekend. Take care.